Good evening, YouTube. Yes, this is Spirit Journey, and it's been a while since I've done a video. I have, well, my last video, I mentioned that I would be taking a hiatus um, from the internet, and I felt that I was just distracted from myself. I felt it was stressing me out, and I felt I needed to go within. So I said, let me just see what happens. Let me just totally remove myself from my computer. I spent 28 days off my computer, but I have to admit, 2 of those days I did visit a electronics store, and I took a look at some computers, but I was not going on the internet. So I just wanted to put that out there, but I didn't surf the internet. I was contemplating purchasing a new computer, and as part of my interest in doing a business, and I would need a more powerful computer. But outside of that, I stayed off the internet, and I'm glad I did. So, well, one of the things that I did during the 28 days off the internet, I wanted to take the time and just do something totally different from my paradigm, my belief system. Because in this spirit journey, I'm being challenged about my religious upbringing. I was a Christian for over 30 years, evangelical Christian, and I was going to church, and I stopped going to church a little over 1 year now. And during this 28-day hiatus from my computer, I had gone to, I can't believe this, I want to test things out, because again, I'm very much interested in this one particular YouTuber who had presented a new idea to me, and she's interested in knowing rather than faith, and I think that was a powerful statement. That's Vera 747, and I had a nice opportunity to talk to her. But I'm going to test things for myself. I don't want to know. I don't want to say, well, so and so told me this or that. I want to know firsthand for myself, and I want to prove it. I do have a science background, and so I want to try to utilize some of the, test and see, one thing, when something is reliable in the scientific model, it has to be testable, that it's consistent, that when you do X, Y, and Z, certain things going to happen every time, and then you have to try to remove the different variables that might influence it, and you just utilize one variable at a time. So, what I did, one of the days during my hiatus, I went to the bookstore. I went to Barnes & Noble, and I asked to go into their metaphysics. I forget the other term I called it, but they walked me over to an area that said New Age. So anything that's I said occultic and metaphysics, and they brought me over to the New Age division, and so I just started, browsing, and one thing that I saw there was this. This is a book on tarot cards. It looks upside down, so I don't know when it's going to record it, whether it'll record it backwards or regular. So I'm just looking on the screen, and it's in reverse. But either way, it's called the Easy Tarot Handbook by Josephine Elashore, okay? And these tarot cards, okay? This is from the back of it. This is the box that it's in. And I have to admit, I was terrified to even look at this type of material. In my Christian training, I was taught that things like this is of the devil, and evil things are attached to it, X, Y, and Z. Okay, this is my little dog Lily. She, if you hear anyone, any dog she's kind of making noise right now. She's just running around and making a nuisance. So now she wants to get down, but I'm afraid if I let her go, she's going to be doing things. Okay? My apology, you two. Okay, I let you go. You're just going to make sure you stay quiet, okay? You want to stay over here? She's my little child, and I only, this is just a small apartment, and I can't really put her in any other room because she'll be crying and really being loud. So please forgive me if she makes any noise. Okay, getting back with these tarot cards. That in my training, my belief system, these were of the devil, and I was afraid. And this guy especially, I don't like his looks. It's just I don't like the looks of that person. I call him evil. But I said, I want to test things. One thing what they say about tarot cards, how they supposed to work, that the universal intelligence and is up there, and when you get in tune with these this consciousness or supreme knowledge, whatever, divine force, whatever you want to call it, and if you're in tune with it, the cards also they're symbolic. Everything about the tarot cards is all about symbols, and there's about, how many cards are they? I forgot how many cards are. There are over 70 cards in the tarot. Let me see exactly how many. Let me see. How many cards are there? Let me just see here. I'm sorry to interrupt. Just want to give how many cards they are. Let's see. Almost got it. Okay, there's 78 cards in the tarot. Okay, and with the tarot, there are multiple pictures. It looks like a deck of cards, and they have its own, what they call Seuss. Let me get the right termination. Suits, they have minor arcana and major arcana, etc. And what you do with the cards, you have to shuffle them like a deck of cards, and you focus on one question at a time. And when you're in tune with the supreme knowledge, whatever, what you want to call it, and as you shuffling the cards, you don't have to be fancy in how you shuffle it, whatever. You just take your time, because the so-called energies from you gets translated, so to speak, on the card. So whatever from above is going, working within you, what you're in tune with, is reflected upon the cards. That's according to, the system behind these cards, whether it's true or false, but that's the science or the understanding about tarot cards. And then with the cards, you lie them, after you shuffle it, then you put it in sets of threes, 3 stacks. You divide them to 3 stacks, and then you pick them up, and then you do the layout. And they have different types of layouts for tarot cards, and I did a layout using the Celtic cross, and I'm going to show you what that is. Okay. This is the layout for the Celtic cross. Okay. And I put it on a black velvet background, so the cards will stand out, also to prevent further distraction, so you focus on the cards and not the background of the cards, And, well, I'd like to share with you what the results were. I did a total of 3 questions, and let's see, what day was that? On the 24th day of my break from the internet, this is when I actually started using the tarot cards. And that was done on March 3rd, 2015. Okay, today is the March 14th, 2015. Okay, it's on Saturday. Today's Saturday. And it's very interesting what I got, Again, this was my very first attempt, and I did this at 9:11 p.m. And I had a question. When you do the tarot card, you have one question. You focus on it when you're shuffling the cards, and then when you place them down. And I also anointed the cards with sage and lavender essential oils, and myself too, because I feel that if it's understand when you're dealing with anything of the so-called occults, or you tapping into, or your attempt of tapping into this supreme knowledge, or whatever we want to call it, dimension, that sometimes things that are not of your benefit wants to influence. So using the sage supposed to borrow off negativities or malevolent, it's hard to pronounce, so-called entities, bad spirits, bad energy, whatever what you want to call it. Okay, and then the lavender is to promote peace, and and as such. So what I discovered, I did a question, and I felt that it was I thought it was accurate in my understanding, and I'd like to read you. I'm going to first read you the question, and then I'm going to tell you what the cards were. With the Celtic cross, you use a total of 14 cards, and I'm going to, I'm going to mention what each card was, so that anyone who's watching this video who understands tarot cards and wants to, see, try the layout themselves, and read the cards that I use, and see if you come to the same conclusion that I came to. Oh, and the type of cards they use. This is the Gilded Tarot. Okay, if you didn't see that. Okay, this is the Gilded Tarot cards. Okay. So, my question was this: what is the source of my fears / trauma and panic attacks, and how to fix and heal this? Okay. And card number 1 represents the present, your present situation, and this was the 2 of Cups. Okay. And then card number 2 was Ace of Cups. Card number 3 was the Moon. Card number 4 is the immediate past, and that card was the Seven of Pentacles. Card number 5 was crowning thought. It refers to the crowning thoughts, and it is called the Two of Swords. Card number 6 represents the immediate future, and this card was the Page of Pentacles. Card number 7 represents my fears, and this was the Three of Cups. Card number 8 represented the environmental factors, and this card was the Nine of Swords. Card number 9 represents my hopes, and this was the Ace of Pentacles. Card number 10 represents one's outcome. What's the outcome of my question? And this card was the Four of Cups. Okay, and then the last 4 cards are just cards that are to address the first 10 to like confirm, and again, you may not even have to utilize them, but I put them out there when I was doing the Celtic Cross because it indicated to do so. And I'll read you what those cards are. Card number 11 is the Ten of Cups. Card number 12 was Justice, and that card was upside down. And card number 6 is the Six of Swords, and card number 14 is King of Cups. Okay, and this book gives you an explanation of what each card represents, and then also in addition to that, how the cards seem to influence the meaning of the other cards surrounding it. Okay, and basically my interpretation, according to what the book said regarding my question, and again I'm going to repeat my question, was what is the source of my fears / trauma and panic attacks? And I said, based on the cards, I'm afraid of success and have not received the justice in my life. The lack of justice makes me feel helpless, and that what I have gained will be taken from me. This makes me less motivated and sulking. Also, because I feel I can't see where I'm going, I become frozen in fear and deceived by illusions. I need to look to wisdom, in comma I put in Creator, to overcome obstacles. Okay, and then I also wrote the Creator wants to assure you that blessings are ahead for you, and your business adventure is a good one to try. Just show more drive and not to sulk. And I thought, that sounds pretty good. I agree with the information, and I won't go into, because I wrote down the definitions of the cards, what each card meant, but that would make this video longer than I intended it to. So again, I just want to thank you, you two, for listening, and I'd like to get your feedback on this exploration that I'm doing pertaining the tarot cards as a means of exploring my spirit journey and to try to understand more about myself. So I am going to do another video on another question that I had, but this is the first installment of my utilization of the tarot card. So let me know your thoughts, your feelings, and any feedback about this tool that some people use for a greater understanding. So take care and enjoy. Bye-bye.